Resident Evil.
Alpha Leader, we're in position. Copy. Stand by. You guys must be the new Delta team. Report. Vector here.
Good to see you again, sir.
I need cover. Proceeding to Birkin's lab. Stay focused. Birkin's already set up an exchange with the U.S. military. I'm nearing a special
G'day one and all, welcome to the Fantasy Land. Before we start this episode, I just want to give my views on the games personally. This one is my... Ow! Drop it. This one is my favourite. Operation Raccoon City. Because it's... I don't like the Resident Evil games. But there, I said it out loud. This reminds me of my... I'm a Ghost Recon fan. I've got them all. It's like Advanced Warfighter, so... it's like that. I like it in that way, not the zombie. I don't like the zombie storyline. I don't know. Resident Evil 5? The Xbox 360 I was playing the other day has a different opening to this, and I didn't know this, but it says it's a gold edition. So it's probably got more levels. And for future reference, this is where your Grand Theft Auto 5 disc is hiding until you find the cover for it, wherever it is. I've ended up with 2 Resident Evil 6s. This one's munted. It's like, this is the Christchurch version. I should throw it away. Get a blank case and yeah. So 6. I lasted a bit longer and no, I don't like the storyline. I don't like... I've got dyspraxia, so when that game asks you to push space, bloody hell, circle, star, triangle, those types of games, I can't play them. So I got through it. Difficult, but I got through it anyway. The 3 suckiest ones, we got Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Apparently there's a remake for them on the PS4, which I won't be buying. I hate 1, 2 and 3. 2, you die before you even begin the game. You like turn around to try and shoot someone and you're eaten already. 3's you last a bit longer. I can make it past the first dumpster and then I get bored with it. Yeah, it sucks. But, you know, I'm not into these games. Personally, I'm into Oddworld and Need for Speed and Micro Machines, Lemmings. These are my games, and of course the Harry Potter series. So, violent games aren't my thing. But anyway, that's beside the point. We're going to go into a fantasy world now, where these games just aren't about shooting zombies. It's some part of some worldwide satanic church conspiracy theory to take over the world for Lucifer via Resident Evil the game. Okay. Harvest Moon, of course. I love Harvest Moon. On with the show.
Go on. But I want to tell you about Resident Evil 2. Now, here's
Alright.
the premise of Resident Evil, the game.
By the way, let's see if he actually knows. No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Sorry, just a thought.
Follow with me.
Okay.
There's a virus that's been unleashed in the city.
Raccoon City. I love the world of Fallout. I just love that world. But I've discovered another world. It's called Raccoon City. So yeah, loved your cities.
And this virus causes all people, as they die, no matter what way they die, or are killed, and no matter what way they're killed, to come back to life as a zombie.
Which you should know all about, because Pat Robertson says they live on Haiti. Right, with you.
And I mean, it's graphic. And I mean, this screen on this thing is so high resolution that it looks real.
Yeah. Yeah, the PlayStation game looks so real. Oh my god, I don't even have to. Just stupid, man, stupid.
And if you play this thing on a huge television screen, one of those big screen TVs.
Oh yeah, I have an HDMI at my PlayStation, so it's running through a video capture card. But did they have like 50-inch CRT TVs back in the day? I don't know. Maybe in America. I have no idea.
It looks like you're right there. I mean,
so in real life, if you were to turn left, do you have to go? I would like to buy some sugar. It sucks. Sorry.
they have found a way to make animation look like it's real.
Well, they will have by the time the PS5 comes out, yeah. Which is another reason why I can't play modern games, because it throws me. It sends me into a spin. It's like VR. I can't use VR. I'll have a seizure. But anyway, back to Fantasy World.
And almost 3D, like it could just come.
Almost 3D. Okay.
Come right out of the screen at you.
That happens in The Ring 3 years after this. If this was 96, I forgot whatever the year The Ring is. That happens in The Ring, Steve. Yeah.
And at one point, the characters were going about getting killed by car accidents, being decapitated, all horrible kinds of ways. And no matter what way you're killed or you die, you come back as a zombie.
No, if you die as the player, it's actually game over. I know you've never played the game, but shooting them in the head is fun. That's why I like the newer ones. Graphics are much better than Evil 2. Aim for the head. I love it. But I do that with Ghost Recon, so I don't need these RE games to do that with. I just don't like zombies. I'm sorry. I hired a zombie movie, and I can't remember what it was. It wasn't anything to do with The Living Dead or whatever. It was so boring. It was just zombie after zombie after zombie, and I just fell asleep. I wish I knew what that movie was, because that would be the worst, for me, that would be the worst movie ever made. Not Birdemic, not The Room, because they're kind of entertaining, but this crappy... I'm the type of person that fast-forwarded, saw 2 to 7. I hired them all on the same day, watched them all in half an hour. So boring.
A flesh-eating zombie.
Yeah.
And your whole goal...
So you die as a player and you come back as a flesh-eating zombie. So how are you gonna...
goal through this video game is to survive zombie attacks.
Really?
And
I thought it was to survive Pokemon battles. Or getting the Triforce. Or finding 64 stars.
you go around in the city and you go through all the streets and everything. You have a gun. You have to shoot him in the head.
That's what I hate about all of these. You have such limited ammo. I died within 30 seconds of playing it because I ran out of ammo. Then I got the knife and I started slitting all their throats at that. Sounds good. Here's me talking about this. And I still got munted, totally beaten up. I don't know. I'm playing it wrong. I'm new to it. I'm playing it wrong. I'll watch a few walkthroughs, see what you're supposed to do. There must be ammo hiding in every cupboard or something. I don't know. Or maybe you're just not so supposed to use your gun as much as your other one that you play. Back to the fantasy.
In order to get through. And I mean, when the zombies attack, parents, this thing is graphic.
Uh-huh.
And you see body parts, and you see blood, and you see gore. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything to you.
Don't.
I know we got kids in the audience. I'm not going to...
Hey, those kids have probably played it to know how much crap you're making up about their game. Mommy, I want a PlayStation for Christmas.
I'm not going to sugarcoat anything to you kids, because this stuff is out there. I mean, it's out there.
Oh,
And
no.
it's in plain sight.
Hidden in
And this
plain
stuff is gory.
sight.
And I'm going to tell you something. At one point, you see zombies, I think about 30 or 40 of them, coming up toward the screen.
Yeah.
Now, what you're supposed to do is shoot them
Really?
to get out of there. But what I did was actually, I wanted to see what happened. And so what I did, I let off the controls.
Question. Does this man actually own a PlayStation? That's... I'm going to leave that one up in the air. Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I just let off the controls and let the zombies get close to the screen. And
Well, on easy mode, you can still make it through because your partner helps you out, and then you help your partner out. Even though if you've run out of ammo, you can still keep going, but yeah, it just hasn't got the hook for me to bite into.
I mean, the closer they get, the more real they look.
Yeah, okay.
And you see their mouths open up, and you hear them growling at you.
Really?
You see that evil in their eyes. And they get up to the
Ooh.
screen. You know what? If you let off the controls, you actually see them attack you, and you actually in
Really?
3D see your skin being ripped off.
No you don't. But it's so realistic.
On the screen.
Uh-huh.
It's that bad.
Really?
It's that...
So to play Resident Evil 2, you have to be so bad that you let go of the controls and get yourself killed. This is irate gamer levels of gameplay.
bad. Again, like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If I were to sit here and go, oh, there's really nothing really wrong with that, or it's just a little bit bad.
You should tell the truth and tell these people to wait about 5-10 years in the future for all the PlayStation 3 ones that come out. I don't know if there's any PlayStation 2 ones. It's in the shelf if it is. Anyway.
I'd be lying to you.
You lie to these people for hours on end and charge them money to come and see you lie. What the hell, Steve?
I'm through with lying.
Let's play that again. Let's play that again. You gotta hear this.
Or it's just a little bit bad. I'd be lying to you. I'm through with lying.
So this guy who claims he's an ex-high priest of Satan alongside Anton Svenda LaVey in the Church of Satan in California Street, and conspiracy theories aren't reality, so don't put a cross in the comments, because I know California Street is Eric Holmberg's conspiracy theory. So this guy, who's made up all these lies about his own childhood, claims he's an expert on witchcraft and Satan. Now don't forget these people, there's no difference between Wicca, witchcraft, Satanism, Druids, just people who worship nature, whatever. They're all in one bucket. They're all, as far as he's concerned, they're all Luciferians, and he was the commander-in-chief of all of them. So he's totally lying about his whole life, and he's lying to the audience about these games. And now he's through with lying. So what he should do here, if he wants to be honest, is do a Jim Baker and start by pointing out all other Christian scammers, And then later, 10 years after he starts pointing out Christian scammers, he starts selling his buckets of food that will get you through Armageddon. Right now, you can go to, I've forgotten his name already. Oh God, my dude that I was talking about before, go to his website and purchase thousands of dollars worth of bucket food that you can dig in the ground and protect you from the Armageddon. Back to the lying.
I want to tell the truth, and I want.
Oh, sorry about that. It's just so funny.
I want God's people to know the truth and what's behind all this.
So you're lying to God's people about being an ex-high priest of Satan. You're lying to them about the evils of Harry Potter and Pokemon, Digimon, Resident Evil. What did you last one? Duke Nukem, Doomquake. You're a compulsive liar. Okay, that's a very good testimony.
Here's one of the screens. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? This is one of the
He's saying that is a screenshot from the game. It's not on any of the covers. It's not cover art. I don't know where that's from. But he's saying that this is him playing the game. My God, what a liar. Just listen to the shocked voice of the audience when they see a poster that he's lying is a screenshot of the game.
And what's behind all this. Here's one of the screens. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? This is one of the zombies right here.
If that's a zombie from the game Resident Evil 2, then I'm Skeletor. I'm Voldemort. A liar. Carry on.
There you are with your gun. Now, I'm telling you, though, the graphics in this was just a screen, but...
This is why I suspect he doesn't own a PlayStation. Because he's saying that this is a screenshot from the game. I don't think he's ever played Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, Resident Evil 2, nothing. Yeah, I know. He's a liar. How can you tell when a liar's lying and a liar's not lying? It's impossible.
The graphics actually like this. I mean, it looks like the hands are actually reaching out to you.
No, they're coming from in front of you. Sometimes they come behind, then you have to spin around and shoot them. But this is not a screenshot from the game, Steve. I just can't handle your lies anymore.
And it looks real. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. Unless you've played the high-tech video games now.
You mean like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro? Don't mock your own games. Alright, so he's saying that Resident Evil 2 is as realistic as, say, Gran Turismo, Dirt 4. I love that game. So, it's so realistic, you know. You just believe you're in the game. Right.
You don't know what they're able to do with these things.
You do, because you play them. And you get bored with them and move on to the next game. I got to stop doing that. My life goal right now is to actually play a game and finish the game, not just play it for an hour or two and shelve it.
And they can make it look like you're right there in the picture.
Right.
That's how high technology video has become.
All right. So now we're moving away from the Resident Evil mythology onto some more lunatic stuff. So we'll just finish off with this. I'm just going to call the next few bits just rubbish, just recycled rubbish. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This is the newest video game out right now, and it's called Temple of the Master. Wonder why? This is a 3D video game, and what you do is you actually maneuver your character
Okay, so there is no game called Temple of the Master. I've been searching for this for days on end. There's a music company called Temple of the Masters. There's a book called Temple of the Master, Master of the Temple. There's the Knights Templars Conspiracy Theory. But there's no game called Temple of the Master. And this doesn't look like it's a screenshot of a game on any level of comprehension. It looks like a prototype for something. The characters are actually flying, not on the ground, so I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. And like the Hexen is Warcraft 2 conspiracy theory that he had, this is just one that I'm never going to figure out. I might, could reverse screenshot this. Okay. Let's listen, let's hear what he's got to say about a game that doesn't exist.
Hi. This is a 3D video game, and what you do is you actually maneuver your character through mazes, and you see a black castle, and you actually maneuver your character through all these mazes. And now,
see, I wish that I had the ability to make up nonsense like this. He's telling you how to play a game that doesn't exist. What?
and out through all these rooms, and you have to get through these rooms, and sometimes you'll get lost in total blackness. I mean, you'll get into a room and it'll be total dark, and then you forget where you are, and you just stay there the rest of the game. I mean, that's the way it is. But if you maneuver through enough of that, you get around to a room, and this is actually the throne room, and the whole goal is to get to the throne room. And so what you do is you actually maneuver your character throughout this castle of mazes, and look, before you get to the throne room, look at this. Everybody see the levitating demons? There's their tail, there's their wings. And when you get in here, you have to pass through that. They attack you. So you have to survive a demonic attack. And so when you pass that, if you can get through these, you get to the throne room, and look who's in the throne room.
But tell me, do you often sing or whistle just for fun?
Temple of the Master. That's the newest video game. And it's 3D. I mean, it's 3D. It looks real. And I mean, it looks like you're right there in the room itself. They're able to do, I mean, Master.
That looks so real, so 3D. You're right there in the invisible game that was never released. Anybody that knows what the screenshot is of, please put it in the comments below. It's got me baffled for 8 years now.
That's the newest video game.
No, it's not.
And it's 3D.
Exist.
I mean, it's 3D. It looks real. And I mean, it looks like you're right there in the room itself.
Yeah.
They're able to do that now with all that high technology and video. And now look behind there, and you look at that room, and you can see very clearly the symbol of Baphomet, complete with the Enochian keys around it. Now I'm going to tell you something. Unless you're a Satanist, people don't just put that in things. Because they wouldn't know what it meant.
So then, trying to think with the real brain here, not his fantasy world, this may be a PowerPoint for a satanic lecture?
In other words, if I were just to put that in there and say, well, I just saw that in a book somewhere, I would probably put this, just this, the inverted star back there, but I wouldn't know what those Enochian keys meant because I hadn't seen the satanic.
I can't tell what they are because your screenshot's so bad. It's the Auto Templaro Ordis, isn't it?
Bible. The people that made this game absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, know what these symbols mean.
Yeah, it's not a game. This is a guy that thinks the Necronomicon is a real book with real spells in it. Carry on, Steve.
And that's why they put him in there. And it's called Temple of the Master. Their master.
There's no such
And now,
name.
We even have the toy manufacturers getting in behind it. Look at this. These are toys.
Cool.
From the video game
Oh, wow.
Resident Evil.
Imagine if he went back in time and got them, be worth hundreds of dollars now. But nah, I wouldn't buy. I got Spyro, I got Crash, I got Link. Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything like these dudes. Anyway, carry on, Steve.
Look here. These are 2 zombies.
Really?
Right here.
thought there was
Here's
5.
one here. He's holding an arm. Probably the arm of this guy. Well, that'd be armed robbery. Oh.
Oh, you made a
Oh,
joke.
God forgive me. Frivolous spirit. Frivolous spirit again. Okay. There's the zombie here, and look at this. You actually
Really? I
see
thought it
the
was
chest open
Frankenstein.
up and everything like that. Wouldn't that be nice for your 5, 6, 10-year-old to have and play with?
The people that own the Predators and Aliens and these dudes wouldn't want kids going anywhere near them. These would go in behind a glass door on display, you idiot.
Those characters?
And Darth Vader.
You know, you laugh, but you know what? I went in the toy store.
You did?
In fact, I'll tell you the truth.
Has he ever been in a toy store? That's the question.
I went in toy stores in 10 different cities looking for these particular toys.
Well, you won't find them in a toy store because they'll be bought in a model shop or up in the glass cabinets in EB Games, which is the New Zealand equivalent of GameStop. Behind locked key, you moron.
Because I wanted to have one on tour to show you.
Well, you went to the wrong shop to buy them, dickface.
Guess
Oh my
what?
God.
There weren't any there. They're sold out. Kids either go in and buy them
They don't stock them along with the Lego and the Meccano.
up, or collectors go in and buy them up.
Really?
And you look at this thing and you go, whoa, wait a minute. How come I can't find this stuff?
Because you're in the wrong
Because
shop.
it's that popular. Because children want those toys so bad.
Yeah, kids, you know, they've got a choice between Pikachu, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and they go, I want that. Okay.
And you can imagine what kind of nightmares your child must have playing with something like this.
Well, they wouldn't. They'd be playing bloody Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, this is just ridiculous. It's just, I've had enough.
I mean, I don't think you can play Army Man or G.I. Joe or anything with these things. I mean,
Don't.
I mean, what could you do? What? I mean, you'd have, all you could do is act out.
You could have Resident Evil 2 chess pieces. Zombie King and Queen. The Zombie Bishop. We've already done Zombie Jesus thanks to Gal Ripplinger. That'd be cool.
What you just got through.
Somebody make me a replica of Gal Ripplinger's Zombie Jesus. Please.
Seeing on the video game. Amen? I mean, there's nothing else you could play with them for. What could you use them for?
Hang on.
What you could do is
He's making no sense at all. I'm sorry, I've got to focus.
act out what you just got through seeing on the video game. Amen? I mean, there's nothing else you could play with them for. What?
Well, if you blow their heads off with a pistol, you'd destroy the models and the cops would probably arrest you for letting off a gun in a house, so...
What could you use them for? I'm going to play doctor. These are going to be my patients. Look, they've already been operated on. You know, things like that. Toy manufacturers now starting to get behind the video games.
Sorry, I can't let them sit there on the shelf looking at them. I want to show them off. Crash Bandicoot. Spyro. And this is from Super Smash Brothers collection. It's Link. So toy manufacturers get behind these video games because I paid $25 for that. I should take the sticker off. I hate it when they put price stickers. Don't you wreck it. Do that later. And then Crash was $48 New Zealand. Spyro was about $50 New Zealand too. So yeah, that's why they get behind video games. Not just to promote the occult and recruit children into Satanism. That's not their primary function of making puppets. What do you call them? Figurines. You know. And of course, I got to show off me Pikachu controller again. Me Switch controller. I actually prefer this to the wireless, so I've moved the Switch to there. The wireless, you push, like you can end the game accidentally. Okay, well, you know me, I had to do it. In the end, couldn't let it go. I searched for this image of this Temple of the Master, or whatever the hell he says it is. It says here, your image may be unique and doesn't appear anywhere on the web. Anywhere at all. This happens with personal photographs, artwork, and other original images. So I can honestly say there's no game called Temple of the Master. It could be a PowerPoint presentation, like I said before. Who the hell knows what it is? Tune in for tomorrow's episode. We're going to look at the evils of Digimon, Furbies, My Little Pony, the Tamagotchi digital pet things, figurines from the movie Spawn, which sucked. And he's going to tell you how realistic these things look, like actual demons that live in hell and things of this nature. I'm looking forward to it. Oh my god, I never knew Furby was a demon until I found Stephen Dollins. Now I have to throw away my Furby doll. That's why I got the dragons. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Bye.